that's made the trip up from Bristol. You could pick your way, too. You could come up through Tazewell that way or go up through Withville.
Yep.
As Graham and the G-Man try to win their 10th straight football game, the Cats will try to end that win streak and move on and take on the winner of Union and John Battle, the game that will be played later today. So a lot of this game is going to depend on who can handle the weather. And right now it's 30 degrees with a 15-mile-an-hour wind. And here come the Bearcats out on the field for their 4th straight playoff appearance under Coach Mike Christ. And it isn't going to get any warmer either. The projected high today, Doug, 32 degrees.
32, man. That's at least we sun with it being in the middle of the day.
That's true.
Be back on
No rain today. We got a heater up here, though.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying that.
That has been on the radio.
Absolutely.
So I hope your Saturday is going well. Wherever you're listening from, as G-Man run through, as we are moments away from kickoff here from Graham. And, Doug, you said one of your formulas for success. What would be the other one?
The other one would be you've got to keep Graham from getting off to a fast start. If you can, sort of like what happened in the last game, it was scoreless after the first quarter. But, we had some injury issues last game. Both of those guys are back, 2 of our big pieces, and Aaron Rose and Austin Davidson. So we're fully healthy now. But keep Graham from getting off to that fast start so it doesn't start to play mind games with you as an underdog. The longer you can keep the game close, the more you start to believe you have a chance to win it when you're the underdog.
And we have the State Line Motors kickoff getting set to commence. Again, that pregame show, the Countdown to Kickoff show, is brought to you by Sesco Group Insurance for all your auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs. Call Bearcat alum Jason Stevens at 276-644-9130, offering the right policy at great rates. Colton Ratcliffe has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. The Bearcats will be kicking off left to right to start this Saturday edition here on Bearcat Radio. Everybody bundled up across the way. They'd be jealous, wouldn't they, if they knew what was going on up here as far as the heat goes.
Yes.
As toe meets leather, and we're underway here. Kickoff goes down the sideline and goes out of bounds on the squib kick. Probably not the result you wanted. They're trying to squib it up along the left side, and Graham will get the ball out at the 35-yard line to start their first possession.
Yeah, that's definitely not the greatest start you want. I mean, I guess it does guarantee that there's no chance of the speed making a return there. Just trying to find a silver lining there. I typically don't care for the kickoff out of bounds, but now it's time to see if the Bearcat defense can do what they've been doing for the last 6 weeks.
So now Cam Allen and this talented offense of Graham take the field. Allen, a 3-star recruit at the cornerback position, but a very athletic quarterback. He's joined in the backfield by Jazair Reed, and they'll just run off the right side with Cam Allen up past the 40 to the 45, and he's brought down around the 47-yard line. Got 12 yards, and it's a first down for the G-Man of Graham. So they're already up near midfield after the kick goes out of bounds and one rush play off the left side. Not a tough play to call there, easy.
No, that's right. That's football 101 right there. Get your athlete out on the edge.
Allen takes a snap, and it's the same play right side, and that line is moving guys around for the G-Man as they push back the defensive line in the front 7, and Allen picks up another 9 yards, and it'll bring up second down and 1 as they get across the 50 into the plus side at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Graham's offensive line blocked that play real well. I mean, Cam had a couple different holes he could take for a big gain there. The Bearcat defense is definitely going to have to tighten up, or it could be a long day.
You got to tighten up right here, too, because and we've talked about how good the offense is, but they've got a great kicker, too, in Danny Dales. Pistol set this time for Allen. They'll hand off right up the middle.
Ball's on the ground.
Fumble, and the Cats appear to have recovered it at the 40-yard line. It was lost by
Good
Booker.
Job. That's what we need.
Booker fumbled it at the 40, and the Cats take over after Two big plays by Graham to start the drive. They went Allen left, Allen right, and then tried to hand it off that time to Travis Booker, and he fumbles it at the 40, and the Bearcat offense will take the field for the first time today.
Yeah, the Bearcats have to be able to take advantage of any mistake that Graham makes today.
And this is at the 11-minute mark here in the first quarter. In case you're just tuning in, we're scoreless. A fumble by Graham on their first drive, and the Bearcats will line up in a shotgun formation with Rose at quarterback, and they'll do a jet sweep off the left side with Austin Davidson, and he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage out near the numbers on the far side at the 40-yard line. So there we go. There's the wrinkle. Aaron Rose basically at quarterback, Ratcliffe in there as well. Both of them standing real close together, so I guess one of them can take the snap from the other. You basically have two quarterbacks, and neither one of them are your real quarterback.
That's right.
Lathrop is evidently on the sideline here.
We'll definitely see some of him today.
Two wing backs in the formation, two wide receivers, one on each side. They put a man in motion, go reverse right side. Rose goes inside between the tackles, gets up past the 40 to the 46-yard line. That misdirection worked that time. The ends didn't know where to go, and it's a 6-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4 as the Bearcats are at the 45.
Yeah, the Bearcats have to extend this drive and keep it going. Like I said a minute ago, Dylan, you've got to be able to take advantage of a mistake from a Graham team who usually doesn't make very many mistakes.
So from their own 46-yard line, 9:55 to go here in the first quarter. It's Bearcat football after an opening drive fumble by the G-Man. Similar to the last time we played them, they turned it over on downs. So keep this time Rose off the left side. He gets 6, gets 7, maybe 8 as he falls forward for the first down. Brought to you by BSN Sports in Bristol. He gets up to the 48-yard line. And this is something you can tell Graham is totally confused by. They've watched film on just the straight-up spread where you hand it right up between the gut of the offensive line. Now it's just perimeter-based running attack, and it's almost like a triple option.
That's right, and it goes back to one of our keys for the game, Dylan. We could churn out these first downs, keep moving the chains, and keep that Graham offense on the sideline.
Again, that BSN Sports first down brought to you by the nation's largest distributor of sporting goods and a proud partner of Virginia High Athletics. 1st and 10 Cats. Rose will hand off this time to Thomas off the right side. Thomas is tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brought down by Isaac Dalton, a junior for the G-Man. 2nd down and 12. So this is a totally different offensive style than we've seen. At least I've seen it in my 2 years here. You said this is sort of a throwback to early years.
Throwback to Coach Chris' first year when our wide receiver coach, actually, Chandler Davis, was a senior in high school. They run this package a little bit and had some success out of it. That was actually the last team to win a playoff game for the Bearcats.
And it was a quick turnaround, too, just playing on Friday to sort of put this in as Rose, actually this time taking the snap is Ratcliffe. He goes up the middle. And he picks up close to 4, maybe 5, gets it back across the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 8. Now you got to wonder in this formation what you can do and how aggressive Coach Chris is going to be with this formation. If you pick up 3 or 4 more yards here and make it 3rd down and about 3 or 4, is this the game you're choosing to play and not going to punt it, or are you going to?
Right. Well, that's why he makes the big bucks, Dylan. He's got to be the one to make that decision.
3rd down and 7. The Cats on the plus side at the Graham 46-yard line. The line to gain is the 38. Rose takes a snap this time. They hand off Bradley off the left side. He cuts loose down the sideline, and he falls forward for a 1.5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and a long 5. And we'll see what Coach Chris decides to do. It looks like the punt team will come out. As Ratcliffe is back in the formation, and it does appear the Cats are going to punt from the plus side of the field. The ball sitting at the 45. Ratcliffe with his heels back at his own 43. Two returners deep for the G-Man. Ratcliffe with a nice low punt off to the right. Hits inside the 20. Rolls down inside the 15, inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. A great punt by Colton Ratcliffe, and that's going to pin Cam Allen and this Graham offense back to open their second possession. So the Cats punt after a couple of first downs on the drive. Now it's back into the hands of Graham, who was moving the ball nicely before Travis Booker fumbled it on the third play of the game.
Yeah,
and it was a first down run.
It was. You need another stand here by the defense. Play field position, chew up some time, and you never know what can happen at the end of the game.
You have to be wary of the screen game. Last year when we were here, they screened us to death.
Yes, they did. Yeah, look for number 4, Devin Lester. The kid can fly.
Shotgun this time. They'll hand off right side. This time is Booker going off right tackle, and he stopped for a 1-yard gain. A nice play by the left side of that defensive line, and the linebackers come up. I think Ratcliffe, one of the first ones there to beat the ball carry. It's a gain of a yard. Up second down and 9. Graham at their own 8-yard line.
Yeah, teams haven't had a ton of success against the Bearcat defense this year running in between the tackles. Most of the damage done to this defense has been on the outside. You saw in the first drive, Cam Allen running off tackle. You know, the Bearcats sometimes have pursuit issues.
Yeah, Dante Harrison, those guys inside, John Malumba and Watkins have held their own, but it's just getting to the edge where these other teams have done their damage. Cooper Gobble showing blitz. They run off right off the left tackle. This time it's Reed across the 20, breaks loose to the 30. A nice run there. About 25 yards on the carry that time from Reed. Just couldn't get him down. He's a load.
He is, and it looked like we had a couple Bearcats there trying to strip the ball instead of make the tackle. You know, in a situation like that, when a running back runs out in the open, you really just need to make the tackle. It's when a guy stood up in a pile you may have a better opportunity to strip the football.
You can get a bit greedy, I guess, after that first.
Yeah, after the first fumble, you're thinking, you know, let's force another turnover, but let's just make sure we make the tackle. 3
wide receivers in this shotgun set. They do have a wing back off to the left. They motion him to the right side of the offensive line. It looks like Allen, a power run right side, trying to break it out.
Yep,
Bearcats corral him, but he breaks free again and gets a couple of blocks. He gets up past the line of scrimmage, out past the 40, 50, other side, 40. 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, and he is into the end zone. Cam Allen, unscripted, turning back. They had him all but buried for a loss at the 25-yard line. Allen cuts it back up and scores. 58-yard touchdown run for Cam Allen.
Yeah, that's what Cam brings to the table, Dylan. I mean, it looked like it was for sure a big loss on the play, but his athleticism just allowed him to bob and weave in and out and make a great play for the score.
So a play to sort of show off the athleticism there, and that was sort of similar to what we saw the first time we met. The Cats having the play all bottled up, but him breaking loose. The extra point by Dales is up and good. 7-0 Graham leading Virginia High. Big play, Cam Allen, 60 yards, breaks loose down the left sideline, and the Cats couldn't catch him. And the Graham G-men fire the opening shots in this game and lead 7-0 as we take a quick break here on the Bearcat Radio Network.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And Shelter Pets makes super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org. This message has been brought to you by the Humane Society of the United States, Maddie's Fund, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Virginia High Bearcat football on Spreaker Radio.
Welcome back to Bluefield Mitchell Stadium. Graham leading 7-0 here. 5:33 to go in the first quarter. Cam Allen breaks loose from 60 yards out to give Graham their lead. Dales with the extra point. That was good. And Dale's set to kick it off here. The kickoff brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Davidson will return it from the 2-yard line. He gets up past the 10, and he's buried at around the 13-yard line. Just nobody blocking that time for him. Just Graham breaks free, and Bearcats will be backed up. It looks like they spotted it at the 13-yard line to start this drive, their second of the day.
Yeah, that's for sure, Dylan. Austin didn't really receive any kind of help on that return. I'm not sure what happened with the front line, but 4 Graham players come through almost untouched, and Austin didn't stand a chance.
It's good to see him back out there, though.
It sure is, man. I mean, you know, the kid broke his arm, had a plate surgically inserted into his forearm, and and was able to make it back for senior night last week, and it's great to see him out there. Shout out to his dad, who I know is listening right now,
Yep.
Jeff.
He's on the way.
Send us some good vibes this way, man.